From Tampa Bay streaming news leader, this is ABC Action News.
I'm Dee O'Reilly. It is a rainy day across the Bay Area. Greg D has your forecast coming up. But first, though, I want to get your ABC Action News headlines. It has been more than a decade since the BP oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico, the biggest oil spill ever in U.S. waters, one of the worst environmental disasters in world history. And today we're learning about new research from USF scientists on the long-term impact. New programs here in the Tampa Bay area using BP lawsuit money to help restore the Gulf. You might remember in April 2010, a BP oil rig called Deepwater Horizon exploded 50 miles off the coast of Louisiana. Oil gushed from the leak for 87 days before it was finally capped. A total of 5 million barrels of oil spilled into the Gulf, causing the biggest marine oil spill in global history. Now USF scientists are sharing their research on how that spill is still impacting our Gulf water more than 10 years later.
There was so much unknown because there had never been a deep water blowout like that, a mile deep. Currently, there's a substantial amount of that oil still in the environment.
Tonight, in a special Full Circle report, ABC Action News reporter Wendy Lane goes in depth on how that spill is still impacting the Gulf today and how money from the BP oil company, how that company had to pay in fines, is being used right here in local communities to help restore the Gulf. We have an update right now on plans to clean up toxic water at the old Piney Point phosphate plant. The Department of Environmental Protection just issued a draft permit to Manatee County for its plan to build a deep injection well. The well would house some of the contaminated water at the old phosphate processing facility. Earlier this year, water spilled out of an elevated retention pond at the property, sparking fears of an environmental crisis. But building the deep injection well will cost Manatee County $9 million and take about a year to complete. Months ago, we asked Michael Suckup, an environmental engineer and hydrology expert, if this is a good option.
I think it's a perfect solution, but it's a pretty darn good one a lot of times.
The county said earlier this year the water would be pumped 3,000 feet into the ground, which they say is well below Florida's aquifer, the principal source of water supply. Building the well may be the first step towards closing Piney Point for good. We've heard about vaccine passports being banned in Florida. It's from the governor's executive order prohibiting businesses from requiring customers to be vaccinated. And now we know when penalties will start. The Department of Health, who began enforcing the rule on September 16th, violators could face $5,000 in fines for each offense. The debate over vaccine passports has been especially impactful for the cruise industry, which has been in court with the state to try to keep their vaccination rules in effect. The University of South Florida's medical engineering team won first place at a competition for medical undergraduate teams, and their invention could change how ventilators are used one day. Those students created this device. It allows multiple patients to be treated by a single ventilator. The device can allow two patients to get different pressures from the same ventilator, which has been a safety concern in the past. Those students won a $20,000 award for the school for winning the competition. Congratulations to them. Brilliant young minds right here at home, Greg D.
I love to see that. So much coming out of that school. Just incredible research going on and right here in Tampa. Temperatures out there in the 80s today, a little cooler than we'd expect. Normal high temperature is 91. The reason, well, you already know. The rain chances, they're up. A lot of showers around in the morning. I think the rain breaks up a little bit during the afternoon. Not quite as wet as we saw yesterday, though. There could be another round of thunderstorms coming in and a lot of clouds out there until the early evening, when I do think we'll start to clear out. Big holiday weekend on the way. I've got that forecast and the rain chances for your Labor Day posted on my social media. You can follow me there at Greg D. Weather, dear.
Thank you, Greg. You can now get news 24 hours a day on our free streaming news channel. Just download the ABC Action News app on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Android TV, and Apple TV.